Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. I'm gonna do one more video on this, man, and I'm moving on. There's other things to talk about in the sport of boxing. But I want to clear one more thing up pertaining to the Kell Brook and Errol Spence fight. You know, I gotta, in my comment sections, and people been hitting me up and they've been telling me, main man, you off your mind, you out of your mind. You act as if Kell Brook is this brave fighter. Kell Brook had no choice. He had to take the Errol Spence fight. He had to take the Errol Spence fight. He had no other choice. That's the consensus that's out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to say that Errol Spence was Kell Brook's only choice. I'm going to say he was the best choice, not the only choice. Because trust and believe, if Kell Brook was to pick up the phone and give Sean Porter a call right now, Sean Porter would accept a rematch with the quickness. I'm sure, there are other fighters who would love to get in the ring with Kell Brook. That is not his only option. But however, Errol Spence is the best option. And people like to go down this road and say, well, he waited till the very last minute and he tried to get a fight with everybody and their mamas and no one would give him a fight, and including Errol Spence. He has a statement out today stating that, Kell Brook should not get all this credit because he basically tried to get out of the fight. And my thing is, look, man, I don't understand some fans sometimes. 1 minute we talk about prize fighting, and on the other hand, we're talking about boxing as a business and this, that, and the third. And then people want to come back and say, well, he has to fight the best and just that. Different fighters are held to different standards in this boxing game. I'm really noticing that. You know what I mean? Now, Kell Brook is coming off, once again, and I've made this point before, he's coming off the biggest fight of his career with Gennady Golovkin. The biggest fight of his career, the most popular fight he's ever been in. This was a worldwide, pretty much, fight. Everybody got a chance to basically put eyeballs on Kell Brook when it came to that fight. So he's trying to maximize now his potential because he know at this time it's the buzz that's going around about Kell Brook was just as the dude that gave Gennady Golovkin his toughest fight. This is what's going on amongst the casuals. And amongst us diehard, of course, we know about the Kell Brook saga with Sean Porter and Carson Jones and Sinchenko and yada, yada, yada. We all understand that. But to the casuals, they realize he has casual recognition, if you will, for the Gennady Golovkin fight. So now is the time to maximize upon the name of Kell Brook, given it's been a long time coming for Kell Brook to maximize. Hence, you've seen him trying to get fights with Khan, because you would think out of any time, now would be the best time to get a fight with Amir Khan. Maybe Amir Khan didn't see it that way. And word on the curb is that he's planning something bigger, possibly a Pacquiao fight, which I found funny. I found funny as hell, but that's another video. He figured the Khan fight was popping. He's fresh off the Gennady Golovkin fight. Khan has a name. Now he has a name amongst the casuals. Well, semi-buzz amongst the casuals. Now is the time. He's a world champion. Now is the time. It makes sense. Manny Pacquiao. People act as if Kell Brook has been calling out Manny Pacquiao for years. They act as if he just started doing this today, right? Or when he found out he had to face Errol Spence. He's been facing Pacquiao. He's been calling out Pacquiao for years. This ain't nothing new. We want to act like it's new. But you would think now would be a great time for Pacquiao to take the fight. Pacquiao is a world champion. He has the WBO, right? Kell Brook has the IBF. Great unification fight. He tried to get Thurman. He tried to get Garcia. He tried to get Garcia for a while, man. He tried to get Garcia before what was that guy he fought? Sammy Vargas fight. He's been trying to get Garcia for the longest. That's Kell Brook. Now, I don't know, man. The thing is, he's already given Errol Spence step-aside money before. People don't remember. He was supposed to, believe it or not, face Errol Spence when he fought Golovkin. Yet, they paid Errol Spence to step aside for that particular situation. And I don't know how the IBF worked out him having to take another fight to become the final eliminator. But they worked out some bullshit. and they put Earl Spence on hold then. So Kell Brook got to understand that the fans are going to possibly be a little upset because we gave you an opportunity to go up there and get a bag. Now you got a bag. So people don't want to hear about big fights no more. At least this is how the other side is thinking. So I kind of understand that. But I do also, on the other hand, understand prize fighting. People ask me to drop my old school way of thinking and to kind of conform my mind to modern boxing. Well, in modern boxing, it's business first, right? You got Manny Pacquiao out here. We thought he was going to face Jeff Horn. And from all indications, that fight is still going to go forward. But yet we see Manny Pacquiao on Twitter putting out polls on who his next opponent should be, with Jeff Horn included. So it makes you go, what in the hell is Manny Pacquiao doing? Is he trying to get another opponent? Is he testing the waters to see what is the best opportunity out there? Canelo does it. Canelo fluctuates different weights. He'll fight this opponent at that weight, that opponent at this weight. He'll drop a title just to fight this opponent. That's today's boxing. We want to act as if Kell Brook is like the only dude doing this. People may say, well, why he does this when it comes to Earl Spence then, man? Why does he do this how come he doesn't do this with Bizier and all these other guys? Well, I hate keep going over this stuff, man. But he was injured during that time. Who jumps in the ring with A-level competition when you got a knife wound in your leg, when you got bad ribs? Who jumps in the ring with these competition? But the competition that we talking about is Diego Chavez and Brandon Rios, ladies and gentlemen. The man tried to get fights with Cotto, Pacquiao, Thurman, Garcia, Triple G, Khan. Yet we're going to sit back and say, oh, he ducked Brandon Rios and Diego Chavez. See, it's that way of thinking that makes me say people are against my main man, Brook. Because if you think he ducked Diego Chavez and Brandon Rios to call out bigger monsters, I don't understand your training. I don't understand how you thinking. This was what loses me amongst the fans right here. That's the disconnect. Don't tell me he avoided those fights. You going to tell me he ducked Brandon Rios? Is that what you're going to sit here and tell me? Come on, man. Those fights were not big, for one. And for two, the man was injured. At least that's what he said. Not to mention he has the hospital pictures and everything like that to show he was stabbed, the stab wounds and all that. Nobody talks about that. That dude almost died from that shit, from what I hear. But all you fans are thinking, oh, he ducked somebody. He ducked. Y'all full of shit. Different strokes for different folks. It's good for this fighter, but it ain't good for that fighter. Which one is it? Which one is it? But I tell you one thing, when the smoke clears and it's all said and done, no matter how much posturing and pivoting everybody's doing right now, when it's all said and done, you got to at least give Kell Brook the respect and say he fought the fighters that nobody else wanted to fight. That's something that you can't even give Floyd Mayweather. So when it's all said and done, win, lose, or draw, that's the one thing that none of you haters and detractors out there can ever take away from Kell Brook. And that is, he jumped in there regardless of what happened, how it happened, who made what, who ducked who. He got in there when it was all said and done with some of the most avoided fighters in boxing. None of your fighters, none of your favorite fighters out there, you can give that accolade to. There ain't nobody else in boxing that you can say is fighting everybody that the people don't want to fight. Only person you can get that to right now is my main man, Kell Brook. Real talk. This will be the last possible video we would do on this fight, was when it's talking about this negotiation period. It's over. It's done. It's behind us. Let's move on. I will be covering other fights and stuff like that in boxing today. But most importantly, we will start to get into the styles of Earl Spence and Kell Brook. And I've already started working on it, man, and I'm going to tell you, I'm excited. I'm very excited to get into those videos. So I'll see y'all then. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. Once again, doing an early vid over this damn fight. You know what I mean? So We did a live stream last night, man. It was first successful live stream, you might well say, now that I'm up and running smoothly. So I will be doing more in the future. I didn't promote it. It was spontaneous. Those who rocked with me last night, much love, much appreciation. We will be doing a lot more of those in the near future. But until the next video, peace out.